One of the worst things you can do in a relationship is to be indecisive about it. Why? Because when you're indecisive, your actions are watered down. You may never tell your partner that you don't think they're good enough for you, but they know it. He or she can feel the contempt with which you look at them. You may not say, "Oh, I can do better," to their face. You may not share your thoughts or your judgments of them. However, it comes across in your energy, in your communication. Subtle passive aggression, a lack of passion, a constant arguing over little things, or perhaps just tuning out from the relationship. When you're not sure about being in your relationship, your actions are watered down, meaning, sure, you can pretend to be there for your partner, for your wife, your husband, or your boyfriend, girlfriend. In action and in body, you can be there. Maybe when your mind is engaged, but your heart is absent. And people can feel this. You can be a great husband on paper, and your wife's still gonna nag you. Why? Because she cannot feel you. She knows you're absent. In the same way, you can be a great girlfriend in all kinds of ways, and your husband will perhaps start seeking things elsewhere, or he will feel very disconnected. Why? Because he can feel that your heart is not present in the relationship. Now, the problem with this is that you start losing respect for yourself. When you're in a relationship that you're unsure of, you tell yourself that what you want, what you desire, is not possible. Because if it was possible, why would you have compromised? And I'm not saying that what you desire is to go and sleep with somebody else, to have a more varied sex life, to break up and go on and do whatever. What you desire may be possible with your current partner, but you've grown to tolerate, to judge, to resent, and you've avoided taking responsibility for perhaps transforming the relationship that you're in. It's so much easier to think, my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend is not good enough. They could be more spiritual, they could be sexier, they could be X, Y, and Z. A lot easier to see all their shortcomings than to realize that I have not put in the effort to create that in my relationship. So much easier to idealize somebody we don't know. Yet your partner at one point was someone that was ideal for you, at least when you met. Now, one of the worst things that we do is that we tell ourselves that love is struggle, love is anxiety, love is meekness, compromise, love is a watered down, contemptuous kind of connection. Love is void of passion. Intimacy comes with drama, with responsibility and burden. And we take this as the norm, forgetting that it was us that created that situation by our lack of clarity around where we stood. Every man that has taken full charge of his relationship often sees his partner shine in front of him, and devotion arises from both. Very often also, a man or a woman will show up in a deep way with conviction, and very quickly they'll find out that their partner is misaligned, that no matter how strongly and committed they show up, the other person will never be happy. And that's perfect too, because when you're all in or all out, clarity, joy, fun is inevitable. But when you're in the limbo, nothing good comes out of that. When you're in the limbo, you're just suffering because you're not pursuing what you want. You're also not creating it where you're at. You're just complaining, nagging, resentful, closing down, judging life itself perhaps. And that's not a good way to live. So if you're in a relationship and you don't know whether it's good for you or not, it's time that you get clear. And clarity may mean you commit fully and you do your best and see what happens. Clarity may mean You become honest with yourself and you realize you've been through a lot of nonsense and you're done with it. You raise your standards and you do the work necessary to attract a different kind of person. But never ever stay in that tippy-toy, watered down love. It's not even love, it's attachment, it's codependency, it's comfort. It's a very icky way of connecting to one another, where I am with you and I am absent at the same time. Nobody likes this, especially you. So cut it out. Hope this was useful. If you need support in making a decision, check my recent posts. I'm leading a 2 weeks journey, online journey from chaos to clarity, and we have a few spots left. That's pretty much it. Talk soon.